Well, everyone, it just seems like the more days that pass by, the more we find out about Apple and the annoyingness of some things that they try to do. So recently, I guess there was this big antitrust bill or whatever, essentially trying to make Apple less monopolized in a way. And essentially what this is, Apple does not allow people to sideload apps. And I made a video talking about this like a couple of weeks ago or whatever. And essentially, I guess the government and lawmakers are trying to go ahead and push back against Apple and actually make them allow people to sideload apps. Now, their main justification is essentially, well, if we let people sideload apps, then, there's a higher chance that they can, install malware on their phone, that there can be a lot of problems, viruses, whatever the case is. But like I mentioned before, and in this, Verge article, and there's been like 50 people talking about this, so don't give them all the credit for this, but essentially what happens is that they have other products that allow you to go ahead and install third-party apps anyway. You have things like MacBooks, iMacs, MacBook Airs, the whole entire Mac lineup, but you have so many devices across the whole entire span of technology that allow you to do this. Windows machines, they allow you to do this. Linux machines, they allow you to do this. Tablets, so many tablets. But Android at their core, whatever Android phone you have that ability of doing this. You can go ahead and install an APK file if you want to. So that is a major thing. And, of course, Android phones have their problems too, but there's as big of a company as Google is, as big of that's a massive company. They obviously have, things in place that, not allow you to install malware. I've installed tons of APK files and never had one time where I had a virus or anything like that, if I'm being honest. Now, this specific article goes ahead and states that the DMA or the current DMA, whatever that is essentially going to force sideloading on iPhones one way or another. Now, Tim Cook apparently said, previously that an alternative way of getting apps onto the iPhone would destroy its security. And that really doesn't make too much sense. And they actually mentioned in the next paragraph that Apple already allows sideloading on its Mac computers. That is the major thing. That is something I will never understand. Now, they argue that this model doesn't work for iPhones because they carry more sensitive and personal information. So I don't understand what they're trying to get at, because is it, if something happens on a Mac, they can only get some data, whereas on an iPhone, they can get more data. That is not a good thing. I don't want anybody taking any extra data in the first place. So I don't understand why they're not allowing, sideloading apps. They should put more security, more provisions in the way from, whether we even install an app that has malware or whatever in the case is, that they should not be able to, hack our phone or do anything with it. And there's an even major problem. So right now, even though we don't have sideloading or anything like that, we are still plagued by things like the calendar spam, thing. Why do we still have those type of issues? We still have tons of bugs all the time on iOS. So it's not like it's a smooth ride. I mean, there's a lot of issues all over the place on iPhones. And there's always issues and there's always people having problems. So I don't really understand that either. That is another kind of annoyingness with this type of device that I will never understand. Now, Craig Federighi recently argued, I guess during their, Epic Games battle, whatever that was, I don't even know what happened with that the Max model means that it has a high level of malware that we don't find acceptable and is much worse than iOS. So again, this is another one of those things that I don't understand. And even that statement where it's where there's less data on a MacBook than on an iPhone. So does that mean that Apple is comfortable with, malware and viruses taking up some of our data? I don't understand what they're trying to say. So hopefully Apple, hope they allow this. I mean, it's a very annoying thing. It doesn't make any sense at all. They are essentially just monopolizing it, in my opinion. So I guess we'll see what happens in the future, but that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.